This is a short video to show you how to access your textbook. Once you're in your course in Brightspace, you'll be at the home page. Might look slightly different to this one because this is our basic template version of the course, but it'll work the same. You can come here to coursework and drop this arrow down. Open course content, and then if you look in the table of contents here, you'll see that there is a textbook access folder right here. Click on the textbook access folder, and then click here to access your textbook. And now the first time you do this, you will be asked to create a Cengage account. You have to do that to access the materials. You have paid for the materials, but you need to set up an account for access. That means basically setting up a password and username like you do for most internet-based accounts. So that's going to happen the first time that you log in. After that, you'll see a screen that'll look much like this one. This is the instructor view. Yours might again have some minor differences. But ultimately, you'll see that there is there's a table here with links to the various chapters in the book. There are a couple of ways to get into the book, but I think this maybe is the simplest. This is the MindTap website that we'll kind of probably talk about within the course. It's the publisher companion website for the course. So this is where you'll get your readings. Let's just look at chapter 1. So we'll drop the first arrow down, and then you need to actually drop the arrow down again. There isn't a quiz in here, even though it's referenced here. We do our quizzes within the Brightspace course. And so you'll just want to go here to read the first chapter, and it should open up immediately. Now, probably you're going to start with the first page. I think it'll bring you back, though, to whatever page. For instance, if you read partway through the chapter, you'll be able, it'll bring you back to the page you were last on. You can click through pages using the arrows here, or click back with the arrow right here. And has some interesting features. For instance, you can have the book read to you if you like to listen as well as read. Just click right here, and let's see if we... So that's a very kind of convenient function if you like to listen. There's a bookmark function right here. You can change the print to different sizes if you want something smaller or larger. In the toolbar on the right-hand side here, there's a number of other tools. One being there's a notes and highlighting function right here. So I'm going to let you play around with that. There are other videos in the course that show what you can do with those features. Okay, so this is your link into the textbook. A second way to do it is that you'll see there's a link right here to full book. You can click on that link, and ultimately it will do the same thing. It opens in a half screen. You can make that a full screen again this way. And from the full book, it's probably easiest to use the table of contents to get to various different chapters. So table of contents over here, and all the chapters, the glossary, bibliography, etc., are listed there. So if you want to, then you can just click on a particular chapter, just like we were before. So that's access to the ebook. There are a couple of ways to read the ebook that are not included on here. If you like to read on a laptop or a screen, this is of course perfect. But there is also a Cengage app that you can load onto a phone or a tablet, and you can access your book there. A lot of students like to do that. It's a very convenient way to read. However, I will say that you must have your Cengage account set up. You cannot access the textbook through the app until you've set up an account through this process right here. So once you have your account set up and you've got your username and password registered, you can go into the instructions for how to access the book. I think there's a link here. This is back to the textbook access page. So there are some other, there's a link for instructions on how to set up your OnCourse account. Here, that's again a little video, I believe. There's a link for instructions for setting up the mobile app, which is for your phone or tablet. And then there is a video here that shows how to use the ebook and the various features, how to annotate and create notes in your ebook. So please watch those if you're interested in doing those things. And do remember when you set up your OnCourse account that you have paid for your materials. It is a textbook publisher. They may try to sell you other things, but you do not have to purchase anything. If you look carefully at the pages, you'll see that you can just access the materials that come with your account that you've purchased when you registered for the course. So, so avoid any other offers and just get your link to the OnCourse textbook, which is the course that we're showing right here.